What kind of qualities do you think might attract you into a woman? Like, what kind of qualities do you think you would love if a woman had?
Wow. From mine, like growing up as a very religious person, I would say God-fearing person.
Perfect.
And then loyalty. Yeah.
For me, I would say the whole thing, adding to that, I would say submission. It's one of the most important
Submission.
things. Yeah. The woman should submit
To a man?
To a man, yeah.
What do you mean by submission? Like, can you explain in what way?
Submission comes in a lot of ways. When she submitted to you, she gonna take care of you, bro.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome again to another episode. It's me, Blazy. I'm so happy to have you here. Today is a very special day. I've talked about these days for a long time. Finally, it has come. I have my two friends who will join me for this podcast. We're going to talk about masculinity, mostly in America. How does it affect young men? Are they able to portray their masculine status or behaviors? What does it really even mean? These kind of things are very important in our communities, in our societies, and we have to freely talk about them without any fear of intimidation from any radical movements that we have out there. Anyway, I hope you're ready for this. As I promised, finally the day has come. This day I've been waiting for it for ages. Finally I got the boys, and listen, because it's men's business, I would like to invite our females. Please don't run away from your screens. It won't be as hard or as dangerous for you. We love you guys so much. But on my right and my left, I have two of my best friends in the States. They're all from Africa. But I don't want to talk too much. I want to let them introduce themselves, where they're from, and I'll catch up from that. Let me start from my right. What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Welcome. Bigger. So tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Kennedy. I'm from. You know where I'm from? Yeah, I'm from Tanzania. Exactly. So yeah, that's a beautiful country in Africa.
You know, I heard that many Tanzanians are so good looking. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
No, but everybody in the world is
So
good.
the most handsome men actually from East Africa, and all these two countries, Kenya and Tanzania. You can never find a handsome African man anywhere else. All right, easy, quick. Let me jump on my left.
I am Mula from Kenya. Same country, yeah.
Same country. So just today I want to talk about masculinity. And this is why I ended up inviting my friends here. We live in America. This country is one of the most beautiful countries we've been around. As much as we're Africans, we really appreciate being in this country. But there's a war going on. And I know I don't need even to talk about this in a broad perspective. The current young man in America is highly suffering. But it has been kind of made it hard for men to speak up when they're in pain, because they might be labeled as anti-women, if I use that kind of point, or someone who's like, they use this fancy word, misogynist. Like, you could never speak your mind as a man. Mostly, I'll be very specific, as a straight man. Let me start first with my good questions, and whatever we're talking about here is things that happen to us on a daily basis. So, for example, Ken, I have to ask you the first question. Do you think it's easy for a gay man to interact with a woman without having any problems than a straight man? Do you think if you're gay and you try to approach a woman for a conversation, maybe hang around, they'll give you more chance compared to a straight man?
I think so. It's like you appear to them as a friend, like as the same girlfriend. So
yeah. So they look at you like a girl.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you as a girl.
I don't know why this happens, but it's just a fact. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing, because how the society is, like straight men, they'll, as you said, like masculinity.
Yeah.
And then when you're gay, you get more chances because they'll see as friends.
Yeah.
And,
actually, I was watching this video on YouTube, and this guy went out in public for social experiment, and he was acting as if he was gay. And I'm talking about all this so we get to the point where we have to. He was acting like he was gay. He's gay, so he's like, "Hey, can I get your number? Oh my God, I like it." That's how he was sounding. and then he will get the number, and then all of a sudden he will switch to be a straight man. He'll be like, "Oh, thanks so much for the number."
Yeah.
And then the girls will freak out. No, delete my number. So anyway, I don't understand that, but this is one of the few things I'm talking about. Straight men who show a sense of masculinity, and we'll have to define what is really masculinity. We'll talk about it in a minute. Really go through so much. Statistics says that if I go to you, that many men these days tend not to get good relationships. Like they don't have a chance to have stable relationships. And why? Let me talk to you. Many men are complaining that it's so hard to find love.
Yeah, I think that's true, because with the current situation, then if you do, like, the society is determining on how you should view a girl, or how your relationship should look like. And like as a man, because you have, like, growing up, you have those values that you want from your fellow spouse or your fellow, like your fiancé, or you have those things that you in mind that you want. But then you come to a society where those things don't matter. Like if you try to communicate across those values, they see you as like you're opposing, or you're like against women.
I have a question. Can you mention one of the values you think women will go against it? I'm thinking about one, but before I say it, I would like to hear yours.
So for me, one growing up is like a woman is like a companion, like someone you like feel free to talk to, or like they like you help each other. But now it's like everyone is just like you're like toe to toe, like there's no difference of like a man or a woman. That's true.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But not saying like they should, like it's not having that of like a woman is less than a man, but then there are those things that actually differentiate us.
One thing that comes into my mind with this is in terms of dress code.
Oh yeah.
So these days, a woman can dress in a way that she wants to, and I have no problem with that. Any woman should be allowed to dress the way they want. That's their life. But if you're in a relationship with a man who is kind of uncomfortable with the code of dressing that you really portray, then don't be with him. Don't say that this man is making my life hard. Because, for example, for me, I don't like when women expose so much, because there's a reason why there's something we call nakedness. There's a high chance if you show too much, you might even be uncomfortable. And when men raise these kind of issues, they are looked at as people who are trying to control. Well, it's your body, your choice. But if you want to be around my energy, I don't want that kind of energy. You dress up nice. I'm not saying you have to cover your face like the extremist Muslims in Muslim countries, but there's decency, you know what I mean? Let me go back to Ken. Ken, have you felt like at some point you've been victimized for being a straight man?
Yeah, maybe in kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing?
To be like, as my friend there said, like to be a straight man comes with a lot. And also you need to be like emotionally strong in order to survive it. At the example you give, and I have another example, like there's a woman, say like maybe you go outside with a woman, right? But you didn't like how she dressed, right? And you tell her like, oh no, you're exposing too much. Yeah. So it's like, you know already, she wants more attention. Like if we go out, she's gonna get more attention, and you don't want that. And you're trying to like protect her, and she'd be like, oh, you know, my man, and blah blah blah. Maybe he's insecure. They usually go there like he's insecure and stuff like that. But
that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's very crazy. And just to be fair, as we continue, we are not trying to dehumanize women. We just want to say that, hey, men are also crying, because many men are having this thing that they commit so much suicide. Like many young men have been committing suicide compared to men. Many women are like accelerating in their educational careers compared to men. Many men are always so depressed. Like, for example, let's just put the nail on the head. If a woman wants to have sex today, she can get it.
Exactly.
She can. Yeah. If a man wants to have sex,
So
Good luck. And I think you will need to have so much money. You have to be famous.
Still need to work for that. So you need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
work for the prize.
Also, you have to be very creative. Like,
Yeah.
what happens? And this is my next subject. Does a man really have to do so much to prove to a woman that you love her, even when the woman knows that they love you back, but they want to make your life hard? Like, I know you have to be poetic. You have to take them to a nice date. You have to make sure you hold their hands and tell them all the sweet things and talk to them.
Exactly.
Which these kind of things are traditional, which they were being done back in the days. But these days, more about money. Do you think that money is cause of evils in relationships?
For what I think right now, like, as women, like, money, yeah, as a man you should provide, yeah, that's true. Also you should have money to take care of a girl, right? But also, in type of way, we don't need to think like we are the ones we are like really need like to support like financially for the girl, especially like if you are not like engaged, like married each other or type that. So you need like to relax and do your thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like many women, mostly, I think some women, let me say some women, put men in these situations that they can't even help themselves. Because if you were to take a girl out for a date to McDonald's, they look at you like, no, you're not my type.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what you can afford. Or buy her an ice cream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Do you? So let me ask you, my guy on the left, my friend. Do you think you can like do too much to impress a woman, just to make sure you win her? Like, how far can you go?
Wow.
In terms of impressing.
I think it will depend on whom I'm also approaching.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, because there's some like when you approach them, you just the first impression like here I'll have to do like a lot for me to get like a chance. And then there are other ladies, but you feel like this is okay.
This is fine.
Yeah, and once for me I feel like once it's like mutual, like it has to be both ways, not just one person doing like the extra.
What kind of qualities do you think might attract you into a woman? Like, what kind of qualities do you think you would love if a woman had?
Wow. From mine, like growing up as a very religious person, I would say God-fearing person.
Perfect.
And then loyalty. Yeah.
For me, I would say the whole thing. Adding to that, I would say submission. It's one of the most important things. Yeah, the woman should submit
to a man.
To a man. Yeah.
What do you mean by submission? Like, can you explain in what way?
Submission comes in a lot of ways. When she submitted to you, she gonna take care of you, bro.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. She gonna take care of you. She gonna, like you're gonna get more effort. Like women won't provide for you financially. Like for me as a man, I just want a woman who gonna give me more, like more energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, what's up, bro?
That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my friend here wants a woman who can submit. I think for me, same thing applies. Submission for me goes both sides. If I love my woman, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll do laundry, I'll give her a massage, because we're all human beings. But at the same time, I will never lose my idea that I'm a masculine man and I portray some masculine traits. When there's a problem that I have to protect the family, if a lion comes and I have to fight, I'll be the one who'll be on the front line. Actually, and this doesn't mean that I'm demeaning women's status in the community. It's just like there's some things that naturally men are able to do better than women. Let's just be facts. Like, I don't support women going to the battleground, carry weapons and die there. I feel like men were different. Like, I know when you grew up as a kid and if you had any problems in school with your classmate who was female, there's a high chance she will cry first before you cry.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. That's true.
Or did you cry first? Yeah. All right, let's come back to the United States. Why do you think it's so hard to date here? Because people always say that the relationships are very hard to find in America.
I think a lot of, like, in our side as a man, I think a lot of us were just scared for the rejections a lot of times. So like a lot of men out here in America especially, they're not like emotionally strong. And as you say, like take the rejection. Yeah.
Do you think
that's the most?
Do you think many American men are like spoiled to the point where now they are grown up adults and they can't really take care of themselves because maybe they were overprotected as kids?
For me, I would think like because you're growing up in like different environments, and then different environments need different types of care.
Yeah.
And like as a man, like from home, as a man growing up, there's some things like you really need, like you'll be doing on your own, and then your parents won't even have an idea about it. But then here you're in a society where everything, like your parent is involved in your life since you're a kid until like you're grown up. So I feel it's just like the environment that we've grown up into, like end up like having a very much effect on our lives.
Like one of the few examples I remember as a young teenager when I was in Kenya is anytime I would break up with the girlfriend, I will not stop talking to them or chasing after them. I'll keep on chase them until I get them back. But here in America, if you break up with someone and you try to chase them around, they can call the cops on you and they can say that you're creepy or you're stalking them.
Yeah.
And you get this written notice that you can't even get, is it like 1,000 feet? I don't know how they call it. So I feel like many people are paranoid here, but it's because of how they're raised. We should not blame them, let's blame their parents. And this system started with the millennial parents. Bro, in Africa, we have so much fun. Like, you wake up in the morning and then you leave the house. Your parents don't even know where you are.
Yeah.
There's no GPS tracker on your back.
You're gone.
What do you think men here should do better to get this good experience of having, how can I call it, of having like courage to talk to women? What do you think? What kind of things do you think they should do?
I think you need to have confidence, that's all. Like just go out there and try. According like how we say, like I don't know, like how scientists say, like if you get the rejection for the first time, second time, you get used to it. Like it doesn't matter. Then you're gonna be trying your shots and you're gonna hit the target one time.
One day. So
one day.
The secret is, men, rejection is okay. It's okay sometimes to feel pain.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel like nobody wants you. There's no problem with that. It's part of human life. Remember, one day you're gonna die. One day you're gonna get sick. One day your car's gonna get towed. and you have to be able to deal with these things. Because I've realized many men get so shy. Because in Kenya, as soon as you walk into, let's say, like a place where there's like women and you think you're attracted to one, it's very easy.
Straight up.
Just straight up, like, hey, mommy, what's up? And she'll be like, what's up? And you never know. Maybe you might have a wife. And also, with you, I want to throw this on you. Many people in America date because they want to have fun, but not because they want to settle or sacrifice. Yeah. What's your take on that?
Wow. Because, like as you said earlier, like you in Kenya, you'll find ladies, then you go straight up.
That's right.
And then you have those experiences. But then I feel like here, they have those experiences when they are grown. So now they want to experience that before they will settle. So that's what I would think.
So everybody wants to have fun.
Yeah.
I think they want to be fair to our women also, I think they are always being sexualized by men. American men, this is what I heard. This is not my words. American men are so creepy in terms of sexualizing women. Like they call it fun. They want to have some extreme funs. Things that you can never imagine that you can do to a human body. Even your doctor does not recommend that kind of behavior. So if you're a man and you're looking at women in that way, that so disrespectful, change your mind. sex is part of our system, but sex is not everything. Actually, according to me, I feel in any relationship, sex should be the last resort.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because people talk about having big ass, big boobs, big everything. But listen, who has the biggest? We don't know. Everybody has big. And as soon as, let's say if you have a woman who has all big everything and she's toxic,
Yeah.
then you'll have big toxicity in the house.
Yeah, big problems also.
You'll have big problems. And before we finish, I think we're getting there. There's this thing that people use. They call it rate. I rate you to know if you are my type. So they look at you and they're like, you are 3. And that's why I don't think me and you can go anywhere, because I'm an 8. In Africa, I don't know that. I've never had that. Maybe the new kids, because they watch so much social media, they might do it. But what's your take on that, rating people according to their looks, physical appearances and stuff?
I mean, like, how the games goes here, yeah, it plays a lot, like a big part. Like, for women right now, they judge first according to your looks. So as a man also, you need to work on your looks, bro. So
have you felt pressured? Have you felt pressured of like enhancing your looks because you want to fit into the idea that you don't want to be less than 10 or less than 8. You want
exactly.
So that's why you have that hairstyle?
No, bro. No, this is trying to, like, make it better.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very hard, but I think regardless of someone's beauty, if your attributes are not as beautiful as you want your skin to look like, then I think it's a 0. For me, I know there's physical attraction that plays in everybody's relationship. This is true. I know you like a type of woman. I don't know what kind, but one day I'll know. Same as you. But if these women or these men, they don't have good qualities in their life, then their beauty really fades so fast. It doesn't make
That's
any
really
sense.
true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Even as for mine.
Yeah.
Even
And I also think like people have different they have like things they like in different way. So I might like small, you might like big, you might like medium and all that.
Yeah.
But also like we are letting like social media determine so much on like what a woman should look like or what a man should look like to be a 10.
That's right.
So the more we get to know like more like awareness about this, I think we'll get out with those like rating people like a 10 or a 6.
Actually, I've been thinking if I'm a 10. I don't know if do you think I'm a 10?
Yeah, bro. I think so. You need to think for yourself.
Everyone is a 10.
Good.
Everyone is a 10.
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's good.
But I think don't let like society describe who you are.
Yeah.
Like for women, they're gonna say like, oh, I need like a 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Like, bro, your genetics, even your dad is not like 6 foot, bro. How can you be 6 foot? So you're 5'7".
And then like now
so
you
have
have all these ladies want to take like all that taking like 6 foot, like they want all tall men.
Yeah.
And then they're leaving all those like the short ones. So what are we going to?
That's what they say, like a short women love tall guys and tall guys love short women. But tall women don't love short guys.
Yeah.
So a short guys.
So
so it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So we gotta be fair. Let's stop rating each other in terms of numbers and stuff. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
To me, I will marry a short woman if she has good qualities. What makes a house? A house is good behavior, good energy. If you have a big ass and you don't have good heart, then goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I will call it a wrap. This was an amazing podcast. Me and my boys right here. It will come back again soon. Until next time, peace.
Muchos.